Hello, everyone. So you are on my Facebook business page. So I'm here. This is Miguel Beruel, as you may know. I think so. Huh? And with my partner in crime, so Henriette Daniel. So Henriette, do you want to introduce you?
Yes, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this Facebook Live. So I'm Maria Danal. I'm a strategic business coach. And of course, I'm the partner in crime with Gaëlle. And we have been doing this together for a little while now, in particular our workshops, which I am really excited about. We're having another one on Thursday.
Yes. So, yes, as you know, we already did it last month. It was pretty massively successful. We have a lot of people and really love the energy and the flow behind it. So, what we wanted to do today, in a way, is to give you a little appetizer, a little taste of what is really this workshop. And we thought it would be great to discuss about visibility and self-confidence because let's be honest, being confident on a camera is not the easiest of things to learn. And even for us, even for everybody, I have to say,
Yeah. Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
pretty difficult at first. But we really want to give you some tips and tools today to feel better about it and really to give you a test that if you want to go for a deeper dive, to join us on Thursday to learn more about it and really to attract your tribe as you want to. So we're
Yes.
going to start with Henriette because she has a little tool for you. And I have to say, the first time I heard about it, I love it because it's extremely inspiring. So to you, Henriette.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, I'm just going to tell a little story here so you don't feel alone. Here is the thing. You need to become more visible if you're running a business or if you're thinking about starting a business. Because if you're not visible, people are not going to know who you are and what you're doing. So the main things is when we talk about visibility, obviously your mind first goes to social media. And that's great because social media is obviously great platforms to become visible, but also you've got to figure out if your audiences, if those kind of clients or customers you want to work with, if they are on those platforms. But coming back to visibility, oh my gosh, it was so hard for me as an individual the first time to sit in front of a camera. And I was sweating and I had a whole script literally typed out that I was reading off like a monkey. And I was just reading sentence for sentence and then reviewing that video. I was like, oh, that looks so unnatural. Oh my gosh, that is just not the way I want to be seen on camera. But I did it over and over and over again. And the more I did it, the more I became confident and comfortable with it. And up until a point now where I don't have those kind of fears and worries about being on a Facebook Live, just like we're doing now. I don't have those worries and fears about putting myself out there because I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for my audience. I'm showing up for them. And this is one of the things that I want to mention a little bit because, and I think you're going to talk about it as well, Gaëlle, is when you become visible and when you are putting yourself in front of a camera, you are going with the mindset that you're not doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for them.
Yes.
So that kind of helps you in a little bit way. However, I want to come back to what I mentioned before. My story is that I went and I took the steps again and again and again. And this comes with action. So if you haven't heard me say this before, I always tell the story that with every actionable step you take forward, you actually get a reward. And you might not know it, but that reward is really confidence. So if you think back of something that you've done in the past, if you've taken a step and you've done that, well, you actually feel a little bit better. You feel a bit more confident that you can do it again and again. And the more you do it, the more confident you get, up until a point where you start taking leaps. And that leaps is going to get you rewarded with more confidence. And that's what I did. I got more confident the more action I took, the more I went and just got in front of the camera and did it over and over again. So now I'm so glad I took those steps in the beginning because, oh my gosh, I think I would have still been stuck if I just did that first video and went, this is horrible, delete, never, ever do that again. I'm not going to go in front of a camera. So that is my best tip that I can give you here today about becoming visible.
So I hope you love this tip. I have to say, me, when I heard it, I find it so inspiring in a way to take action. And I'm going to give you a second one. And I think we don't think about it so much because sometimes we're so trapped into this idea to be in front of the camera, to cringe, to what I look like, when this is not the case at all. To the end of the day, and I believe if you're watching my video right now with Henriette, it's because you want to help the people with your business.
Yeah.
And the key is really to connect to your why. Why are you doing this every day? Why do you want to show up? Why do you want to help them? Because this is really the fuel to your drive to really overcome your fear about visibility or about confidence. Okay. And one of the tip as well, which is really important in terms of fear, is verbalize it. As long as basically you keep your fear in your thoughts, in your mind, in your Pandora box, what is going to happen? You're going to give more fuel, more power to
Yeah.
this fear.
Yeah.
And Henriette, you can share your experience about it as well.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely. That fear is kind of like a story that you're telling yourself over and over again. And the more you're telling your story, the more you're adding a little tail to that story. So that tail is becoming longer and longer. And so much so that your subconscious is now saying, well, you've got this story. Oh my gosh, it's a huge story. We've got to concentrate on that story. So what you're doing is you're concentrating on that fear. And now you're believing that fear so much that you can't see the other side of it. So a tip that I want to give you based on what Gaëlle said is if you know your why, and remember I said earlier that if you start showing up and think about showing up for your audience and helping them and servicing them rather than thinking about yourself, it will become a lot easier. But in order to do that, you need to step back a little bit and think about what is that story you're telling yourself? And then, oh my gosh, write it down on a piece of paper, okay? So write it down. So what you're now doing is you're telling your brain, don't think about this anymore. It's now on paper. So leave that brain space. So now as soon as you put it on paper, you've got a void. So what do? You fill that void now with your why. Why are you going to show up for your audience on a constant basis? Why do you want to service them? And that is another great tip that I want to put in there. So apart from, we said, just taking the action, which means that you get rewarded with confidence, think about your why. And whatever stories you're telling yourself, all those fear factors, write it down. So get it out of your mind on a piece of paper and fill that void with your why. So that is what I would like to add to what Gaëlle said.
Yeah, no, it's key. I think all the time or each time when I take the time to put everything on notebook, or even you can do that, and I do it sometimes, is you take your mobile and you just make an audio and you talk about this fear. What is going to happen? What is it for you? What is your reaction about it? And you know what? You just wait maybe 1 or 2 days and you listen to it, back to it again. And you're going to realize that it's just everything created in your mind. Most of the time, a fear is just a false evidence appearing real in your mind. Once you get out of it, you say, oh, okay. Oh, finally, it's manageable. And we want this for you, to have this kind of epiphany when you say, okay, it's fine. I can handle it. I'm stronger than this. But it's true, Henriette said, just put it down. Just write it down. Just give you this self-respect for yourself, okay?
Yeah.
And we have one final tip, and it is really for your confidence. It's really when you start and when you want to do something, just keep your promise to yourself. Just keep your one promise. Why I'm saying that to you is because most of the time we have so many demands on our time and energy that we start to get distracted and we don't even think about what we really want to achieve this day. And that's why I want for you to have this respect for yourself and just do the small thing that you want to do this day. No matter if it's small, no matter if it's big, we don't give a damn about it. Most importantly, it's just to keep your one promise to you. What do you think about it, Henriette?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, because let's face it, when you make a promise to yourself and you fail to deliver on that promise or you don't see it through, basically you break your own promise. Nobody else knows about your promise, only you. So it's much easier to break your own promise. And yes, you're going to go, oh, it's fine. Nobody knows about it. It's just me. But in your subconscious, you're telling yourself that it's okay to break your own promise. Just like it is okay to break a promise that you've made towards somebody else. So the more you're telling yourself that, I've made this promise to myself, but it's okay. I'm not going to go through with it. Yes, you are telling yourself that it is okay to break your own promise. And that is going to become a habit. So any plans that you've got for the future, you're not going to be committed to see it through. Any dreams that you have for yourself that you want to reach and you want it so badly, you're not going to be committed to see it through because you've already kind of told yourself that it's okay to break your own promises. So with that said, Gaëlle, I've got an idea. I think we did it last time, but we would like you to make a promise to yourself now.
Yeah.
And basically take an actionable step. Now, whatever that promise is, whether it's you deciding you're going to show up live tomorrow, doing a Facebook Live like we are doing now, you're going to write it down and you're going to make that promise to yourself that tomorrow at this time, I'm going to do a Facebook Live. Or tomorrow at this time, I'm going to do an IG. Even better, do it today. Don't hesitate. After you've finished watching this, go and do something where you show up. And yes, you might have been so scared to do it in the past, but just take that actionable step. You're going to feel so amazing. Number one, because you've made a promise to yourself and you've seen it through. But number two, you're also going to feel so much more confident about that step that you've taken. So yeah, leave us a comment. Let us know. What have you decided that you are going to do? And let us know if you've seen it through. Oh my gosh, go for it. Just see it through. You're going to love yourself for it.
Just have fun around it, you know. I don't know if you take coffee or cuppa or margarita or whatsoever, put some good vibes on your playlist, you know, and go for it. Have fun to really what you want to do. To the end of the day, you've done this, you know, to help people and to feel good about yourself. So give yourself permission, really, just to chill out, to go for it full on, and to have this kind of accomplishment. You've done something, you've done it, you feel good. This is your day. This is a way to make your day no matter what.
Exactly. And you're going to notice that, oh my gosh, the walls haven't caved in, lightning hasn't struck. Yeah. I took a step and I did it. And that is going to motivate you to keep on moving forward, become more visible, show up for your audience, be there of service for them. And what I would like to say is if you want to know how to take the next steps and how to become more visible, how to grow your confidence, oh my gosh, you have to come and join us on Thursday for the workshop. Yeah. I honestly, like I said last time, we had the first workshop, Gaëlle, and I had our first online workshop in April. And the comments that came through from everyone and the love, honestly, they had me in tears. And I was just so overwhelmed by seeing that what we are giving and what we are showing you is going to help you in more ways than one. And also, not just that, but just to assure you, being very transparent, Gaëlle and I are not selling anything at this workshop. Yes, it does cost $5 to join us for the workshop. But I mean, that is just merely for you to put some skin in the game, to make a commitment to come and join us, because the value you're going to take away is going to be worth far more than $5.
It's priceless.
Exactly.
Because, we really want to give you the tools to show up authentically. Yeah. And I think this is more needed than ever right now, to show up as yourself, as your authentic self, and also as a strong and confident woman as you dream to be, as you dream to become.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we are going to do, though, however, at the end of the workshop, we are going to provide you with something in order to help you become more visible. We're not selling it. We're giving it away for free. And it's entirely up to you as to whether you want to take that and use it yourself. But if you want to know what it is, you have to come and join us live. It's going to blow your mind. I've never seen anybody else do it before. Sure. I think Gaëlle and I are the only ones who've come up with this idea, but it's entirely to help you to take the next steps to become more visible. So we'd love to see you there, and we'd love to make that opportunity available for you.
Yes, it just, the kind of opportunity that I would have dreamed to get a few years ago. Yes. And we really thought about it, and we say we're going to come from a place of generosity, of abundance, really to show you that we care, and it is so real. So that's why I'm so excited about this workshop, and I really care for you to join us and to have fun and to feel good about yourself and to know that it's possible to show up the way you want to online and now. So I hope, yeah, you like basically this.
Yeah.
We're coming back tomorrow for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're going to share some more amazing tips. And to be honest with you, I think what we're sharing here is just the tip of the iceberg, not to overwhelm you, but also to show you that there is so much you can take away from what we're saying. And yeah, on Thursday, we're going to show you exactly step for step how to take it and how to implement it.
Yes. So you know what? I will see you tomorrow to give you even more little appetizer about what is going to be this workshop. And I wish you a
Amazing.
fantastic day. Stay healthy, stay positive, pamper yourself. And yes, I send
And
you a
take
lot
the
of love.
action. Take your
Yes, yes,
actions.
do it,
Please. We'd
do
love
it.
to hear from you.
I send you so much love.
Bye.
Bye.